we're going to set you up for success here by reviewing a little bit of subtraction, because we're going to use the same thinking, but it's just going to seem a little bit different with fractions. So we're going to start off with 48,348 minus 20,449. And remember, if I have 8, I can't take 9 away, so that means I need to go to the 4 and borrow. So the 4 becomes a 3, the 8 becomes an 18. Why? Because I'm adding 10. Okay, because 10 ones, yes, 10 ones equals 10. So then I subtract. I get 9. Again, I can't subtract, so I borrow. That becomes a 2. Carry that over. 9. 13 minus 4 is 9. Again, I still can't subtract, so that I have to go to the next number and borrow. Subtract. I get 8. 7 minus 0 is 7. 4 minus 2 is 2. So go ahead, take a moment, pause the video, and why don't you try to subtract 7,345 minus 2,357. So if you came up with 4,988, you're correct. Can't subtract, so I need to borrow. Becomes a 15. Again, I need to borrow. So what I'm trying to ingrain in your head is borrowing. Okay, this is about borrowing. Now, when we subtract whole numbers, when we subtract decimals, when we borrow, we always get 10. Now, when we're dealing with fractions, it's a totally different thinking. Okay, so again, the steps are exactly the same. First thing I need to do is find a common denominator. So I have 5 and 1/4 minus 2/4, because I multiply by 2. I am not allowed to do 1 minus 2. I can't do it. So what do I need? I need to borrow. So who am I going to borrow from? I'm going to borrow from the 5. The 5 becomes a 4. Now what I'm borrowing is 1 whole. So in other words, I'm borrowing 4/4. Okay, because if I take 1 whole pizza, cut it up into 4 pieces, and eat all of it, I eat 4/4. So 4, this 1, or this 4, I add these together, and I get 5/4. So I have 4 and 5/4 is the same thing as 5 and 1/4. Okay, they're the same value, the exact same thing. Now I can subtract. 5 minus 4 is 3. I'm sorry, 5 minus 2 is 3. My denominator stays the same. 4 minus 0 is 4. So 5 and 1/4 minus 1/2 is 4 and 3/4. So go ahead and give the video a pause, and let's do the U-try. Here we have my common denominator is 8. 6 and 1/8 minus 2 and 2/8. Again, I can't subtract 1 minus 2. Can't do it, so I need to borrow. So I borrowed 1 from the 5. Now here's a secret. Okay, turn the volume down so your mom and dad don't hear the secret. All you have to do to find out your new numerator is you take your denominator plus your numerator, and that gives you your new numerator. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Let's check it here. 4 plus 1 is 5. It is a secret, and it works all the time. So again, make sure, hopefully you turned your volume down so you didn't tell anybody the secret. So after I borrow, I have to subtract. 9 minus 2 is 7. 8 is my denominator. 5 minus 2 is 3. Let's turn the page. Let's do another one together. Here we go. My least common denominator is 5. I'm sorry, not 5. It is 10. So I have 5 and 3/10. I'm going to multiply here by 2 minus 1 and 6/10. Again, I cannot subtract 3 minus 6, so I have to borrow. What's the 5 become? You guessed it, a 4. Now what is my new numerator? Let's think about it for a minute. Remember, what two things do I add together? What two things do I add together? If you said 13, you guessed it. My numerator, 10 plus 3 is 13. So now I can subtract. 13 minus 6 is 7. My denominator stays the same as 10. 4 minus 1 is 3. 7/10 is in simplest form. I am good to go. Go ahead and give the video a pause. And then you do the U-try. Welcome back. If you came up with 1.5, you are correct. My least common denominator is 6. So here I multiplied by 2 and by 2 to come up with 4 6. Again, I can't do 1 minus 4, so I had to borrow. The 4 becomes a 3. 6 plus 1 is 7. That's my new numerator. Gosh, that secret was so nice. So then I subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. My denominator stays the same. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 6 is not in simplest form. So that means I make it 1/2. Okay, so 1 and 3 6 equals 1 and 1/2. Again, when you're doing this, okay, so don't be afraid to go ahead and rewrite. You have to rewrite your whole number too, because 1 and 3 6 equals 1 and 1/2. It just doesn't equal 1/2. Okay, so we'll be patient tomorrow with the regrouping. Okay, it's a bit challenging at first, but once you get the hang of it, hopefully if you figure out you remember the trick. Denominator plus numerator is your new numerator. So with that, we will see you tomorrow.